When it comes to Bill Haney, uh, I believe that Bill Haney at one point was helping the brand. Absolutely. I didn't say anything about father and son. Let's be clear now. I don't want anybody to misinterpret this. I'm not talking about what Bill Haney has done for Devin as his father. That is not what I'm talking about. That has nothing to do with boxing. I'm talking about boxing. Boxing. Anything boxing related. That's what I'm referring to. Okay? Boxing related at this point in the game, I believe he's hurting the brand. And the reason why I say that is because of what I just said when the guy Tim was up here. And that is that we talk more about Bill Haney on YouTube and other platforms through social media than we talk about Devin Haney. In other words, it's Bill Haney. He jumps on different platforms. He's jumping in a lot of interviews. He's at the press conference talking. When Devin Haney is going back and forth with people face to face, let's say like Teofimo Lopez, they was going back and forth. His dad was standing there talking and different things of that nature. What I'm saying is, at this point, Devin Haney do not need his dad to talk for him anymore. I think at one point it was necessary because it was helping build the brand. But I cannot sit here and allow people to misinform the public by saying that Devin Haney doesn't talk. And that's why his dad still talks. No, Devin Haney does a lot of talking. And Devin Haney talks on social media through Twitter or X. Devin Haney does a lot of videos. He just did a recent video where he's on a private jet flashing he said it was $500,000, a $500,000 diamond chain with a nice piece on it. Very nice jewelry. His watch and everything. You know what I mean? On Twitter, like he said to Shakur, right? I should have offered you 10%. That's him communicating. So we can't act like Devin don't know how to communicate. Did y'all see the face-off with him and Regis? Devin Haney did a wonderful job in that face-off. Wonderful job. He was talking. He was communicating. He's 25 or 26 years old, right? 25. He don't need his father talking for him no more. Because what happens is when his father talks, people was in the chat saying this, that he exaggerates things. He lies. He over-exaggerates things. He caps. That's hurting the brand. How do I know that? There was somebody else in the chat, Rhonda, says, her words, not mine, if that's a her or him, says, because the name said Rhonda. You know what I mean? But I'm saying Rhonda said this is why she don't like Devin. Not because Devin is not a likable guy or young man, but his pop. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is if somebody's in my chat saying that, there might be other people that might feel that way as well. And that's hurting the brand. You know what I mean? Let me get this super chat real quick because I want to finish, not that one, this one. I want to finish my point here. Double salute to you, Isaac Green. Double salute. Thank you for your contribution, your support, and even engaging in the chat as always, Isaac. Thank you. Isaac says, I'll be where I can get on in 30 minutes if you're still on. No problem. If we're still on, Isaac, you can always join in. And I'm not sure if we'll still be on in 30 minutes or not. We're going to let this thing flow. But at the same time, if you can't get on, Isaac, we'll be back here tomorrow, same time. You know what I mean? It's all good. I appreciate you, man. At this point, okay, Rhonda, salute to you, sweetheart. I'm not trying to be offensive, but a lot of people I noticed, right, that don't have a picture on their name. Not you, Rhonda. I'm saying in general, I've seen somebody do this before. They'll put a picture of a woman in their little profile, but they're really men. You know what I mean? But they do that so that they don't get any backlash from saying certain things in the chat, or they don't want to show their face when they come on the background of the platform before they come. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't want to assume just because I see a name of a female. But you'll confirm that you are a woman, Rhonda, and I appreciate your viewership as always, Rhonda. You know you about to segue me into my You know I do my smooth segment for the ladies, Rhonda, all right? I'll be with you in 1 second. I got to finish this point up. So what I'm saying is about Bill Haney at this point in the game, Devin don't need it now. You see what I'm saying? It's not necessary now. It was necessary then to build the brand. Now that Devin Haney has made a name for himself by securing a legacy, why do I say securing a legacy? He made history in the sport of boxing. His name is in the history books. Okay, unified champion. Okay, he's recognized now. He's a star now. So now that he has the status, he don't need the other antics that's going to backfire on him. Okay, at one point that was necessary. Now it's not. It's not necessary. I'm not saying that Bill should just completely shut up. That ain't my business. What I'm saying is, from a business perspective, to continue to build the brand, Devin, as the fighter, he doesn't need the extra antics. Whether Bill Haney does what he do to promote Devin or not, apparently, if we are talking about Bill Haney more than Devin, then that strategy is not working at this point where he's a unified champion in one division and then capturing a belt in another. If we're seeing more of Bill Haney on social media platforms, interacting with the fans, interacting with the crowd, we see more Bill Haney than Devin Haney, then that's a clear indication of what I'm saying is true. So I'm not saying shut up or nothing. Hey, can we men? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, at this point in the game, Devin Haney is already a star. So because he's a star, the unnecessary antics is not helping the brand. We need to see and hear more of Devin Haney. I'm going to give you an example, and I know somebody's going to get an attitude, but guess what? It's not fighters over facts on this channel. We deal with facts over feelings and real life here. Okay? And what I mean by that is I want to play something for y'all so that you can understand what I mean by hurting the brand and the extra. You understand? Hold on, because it takes away from the fans connecting with Devin. See, when you are a boxer, you need the fan base to connect with you. Remember, Bob Arum is on record saying that he encouraged Marvin Hagler when he signed Marvin Hagler. Of course, that was in the middle to later parts of Hagler's career. He was telling Marvin Hagler, you got to start talking and opening up to the media so that you can have a connection with the fan base. That's what's going to bring you more revenue. You understand what I'm saying? You see how quiet Errol Spence was, right? Errol Spence was quiet when he first was coming up. Now, I don't have no evidence of that, but I wouldn't be, what I'm about to say I don't have evidence of. I wouldn't be surprised if Al Heyman, Sam Watson, and whoever else went up to Errol and said, you got to start talking more. You got to start engaging more. Have that connection with the fan base. You know what I mean? If you got to talk and call people out, call them out. Say you want to fight the top guys, call them out. And that's what Errol Spence started doing before he got a belt. Go back and look at his history now. Look at Keith Thurman. Good salesman. Good talker, right? He's connecting with the fan base because he got one of these. He can sell tickets because he got one of these. Some of y'all don't even realize who his trainer is. You forgot the name of Keith Thurman trainer. Why? Because Keith Thurman is interacting with the community, gaining that connection. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, at this point in the game, for Bill, you got to fall back now. Not completely shut up. No. But fall back. Let Devin shine. We need to hear Devin speak now. We heard Bill speak, of course, because that was necessary back then. But now that the young man's a star, he's getting $1 million purses. See, this is what y'all can't refute. I see you in the background, Rhonda. I'm going to let you on in a minute, sweetheart. This is what y'all can't refute. Devin Haney is a millionaire. See, when you're a millionaire, you don't need nobody to talk for you no more. That means that the goal was accomplished for you to get the million, right? Each purse, you're going to get at least $1 million. So the goal was accomplished. But now that the goal was accomplished, it's different levels to this thing here. Now we're in another level, fall back, let the young man get that shine. Gotta let him get the shine. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let Rhonda on. I was on the phone with a homie of mine, my homegirl. She might be watching right now. And she disagreed with me because she's a Devin Haney fan, which is cool. When I spoke on what I'm talking about publicly, I had a private conversation on it. And she said, well, what about Robert Guerrero's father? What about Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia? And what about Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr.? And you know what I told her? You know what I told her? You just mentioned all Hispanic fighters. They need to do that. Until they get to a certain level, same thing I'm saying about Devin Haney, when it's not necessary anymore. And guess what? When it wasn't necessary no more, you ain't got to take my word for it. Danny Garcia started talking a little more. And guess what PBC told his pop to do? We're going to cut your mic off. You want to know why? Because we don't need the antics anymore. It's hurting the brand. I'm not coming at Danny, you know, I love Danny. You already know how I feel about Danny, It's my guys. But I'm just saying at some point, when your fighter is a millionaire already, when they're a star already, when they know how to communicate on Twitter and jumping in people's faces, they don't need the antics no more. You know what I'm talking about?